We're right here before Pesach, and this year the idea of חירות, of freedom, is, I think, more significant than probably in the last 100 years for the Jewish people, or at least since the Holocaust. How do you look at Pesach coming this year? What's the meaning of freedom?
It's a very profound question to ask at a time when we still have 59 cherished human beings who do not have any form of freedom. A year ago, I was sitting at the Seder in Jerusalem with our closest friends, but it was agonizing to know that while we were doing that Hirsch was in a tunnel with one arm being held in complete and utter slavery of the soul. And when I think of this year, I am so desperate for our people to work on freeing ourselves from the parts of ourselves that enslave us.
I'm curious to ask you, did you see different approach in American Jewry?
I felt unbelievable, unprecedented flooding of love. We get all the time messages, people saying, I've never prayed in my life. I pray so hard for you still. I pray so hard for these hostages. I still pray for Hirsch, wherever he is now, that he's okay. It's a gorgeous response.
So when we sit around the table this Pesach and we are required מצווים והיגדת לבנך, what is the story that we need to have in mind?
You know, the Seder in many ways is this 14-step program to getting to your best self, and you do it in one evening. And if you do it really with intention and attention, there can be change by the end of the Seder. So I would really recommend that we first as individuals figure out what is it that's holding us back, and then having real conversations as communities, as families, as the nation, as Klal Yisrael. What is it that's holding us back? I really believe our superpower is Achdut, and it is challenging. Too bad. Life is not easy, and I think that we each have an obligation to reach out to someone who's not like us within the community and to figure out how do we both train each other to listen to each other. We're not great listeners in general, and in order to move forward, we have to acknowledge that and actually do work to repair that. We don't have to be all the same, but we have to be united. We see this in a nuclear family often. You'll have, one daughter who feels a certain way politically, and that's the crazy uncle, and, grandma's always got her opinions, but we can all get together and be one family at a Shabbat dinner. Now, we have to zoom way out and figure out how, as a people, we can continue to do that, because that has been our secret, our superpower. That is 4,000 years of continuing to survive. If we're going to be the phoenix that rises from the ashes, we have to figure out how we make it work together.